Today I introduce you to an inventor, a successful man who for 40 years has been fighting against insecurity for his stretch. He is Victor Raúl Canepa Llanos, the man behind Luz Lack, that we trust with the security for our home when we are away, and man who is not ashamed of his roots. He tells us that he is produced to be cholos and serranos to boot. He describes himself as serrano who achieved the point of effort, and his comparison film to a majestic llama because it's the erect, imposing, sufficient, and when it doesn't like us, it speed at us. So we have to Peruvian sure of ourselves that have 12 patents in Peru and 4 in the world, and his inventions are present in the home of thousands of Peruvians, making them safe with their laws and anti-theft laws. Learn the history of a native of Huánuco who has become the terror of thieves. With no song is a packet, he turned his destiny around of founded an interview in which he employed more than 2,000 Peruvians. He tells us the secret of the success is to believe in himself and in your dreams. With enable self-confidence, the founder of the ladies company in the security products market walks through his factory in which he possesses the ingenuity of men, the precision of the machines. Tell us that interesting thing is that all this began as dreams. I knew that great men had begun not only began poor, but very poor. Don Raul was hit by life over and over again. He tell us that people looked at him sadly. He lived accepting that we was an orphan. As the years went by, they really say that it was not like that. That sad on ones were the ones who judged him because that told them that they only had one mother, and to him life had taken away my biological mother, but it had given Mother Clotilde, Mother Carmen, had given his mother Amparito. His mother left him when he was still a child, and six loving aunt raised him through truth out his life while his father worked. He attended school where they only spoke Quechua, so he had to learn to speak to speak it in order to have friends. Years later, living with his aunt would change his life. He tell us that he had an aunt who was very insecure and told us that they want to break the door and everything, so was always starved. So to give him security and solve the problem, he put a lock on the door on with the solved the problem. But a second problem was generated because she and your cousin were going to movies, and they left lock it in the house, so I could put the lock from inside. It was in 1971, and a young Raul Canepa had a brilliant idea. So this is how this lock was born, where he invented this lock, which is a simple, functional, super security, and above all Peruvian. Uh, his days of poverty are behind him. Today, Don Raul enjoys seeing his company grow after four decades of effort. With the pride of the father, he showed us how they manufacture the products they export to countries like Costa Rica, Mexico, Colombia, and Ecuador. But how did this young man raised in Guantanamo, Ayacucho, who apparently has destined against him, become the owner of the steel and copper empire? Raul tells us, if you ask me that I have done in life, but put me in a secure and serious trouble, he would rather be told what I have not done. Why? Because I have really done so much that he is not ashamed to have tried so much. From thousand tries, he went on the branded has a crazy because for many it was a crazy idea to lock the door from the outside. He showed us his first catalog with all the mixed feelings on February 26 in 1970 and 3 at 5:30 p.m. His manufacturer has first catalog the emblematic product of his brand. He tells us that he started with depth and with much enthusiasm, and to move forward was the bank, and I told them that I had a party. I had an invention in Tranca, and I told them about the invention, make us make alone than what I did was. I made a mold, to mold, and I presented to the home fair, and I sold so much that true of the matter is a soul and most for 2 years ago. It also tells us something that personally touched me. Being poor was a great advantage. We are hungry to have something in life, so when take the need seriously and we believe in ourselves, achieve the goals we set for ourselves. This is what he captured in his books that try to overcome the best kept secret to success. He even mentioned his phrases: if you're going to do something, to do well, or well, or well. His looks have not only invaded our heart, but have led him to worldwide recognition as an invention. He tells us that the great satisfaction he feels is to have priority, security, and solution for many homes, and to hear that many people call him to thank him, to tell him that they have tried to break in their doors, to rob them, and that they have not been able to enter their homes. His children are his greatest achievement, and he has led the company today. Raul, the animal lover, the inventor, the visionary, hopes to motivate hundreds of young people with his. I believe that success does not mean that I am doing well. Candle is doing well. We are investing well. We are growing well. I think that is not success. That is something pretty. Peru is doing well for each family, and who are the Peruvians? All of us. The most important lesson that Raul Canepa interview leaves us with is that success depends on yourself.